A major settlement will allow the SEC and Ripple to end their litigation against each other in less than 48 hours. The SEC's announcement of a private meeting to discuss resolving the Ripple SEC issue on April 24 at 2 o'clock p.m. strongly suggests this to be the case. Justice Analisa Torres, who is now serving after successfully obtaining approval from the New York Department of Financial Services to launch the ROUSD. Ripple Labs and other financial institutions can now begin accepting and using XRP as a means of payment. This was made possible by the Ripple SEC lawsuit. This obviously opens the floodgates for banks to buy XRP, make XRP payments, and even send XRP to each other. Another award that's grown from one bank to another has also grown at the U.S. Federal Reserve, which implies we can acquire even more XRP. Actually, on April 21, the Federal Reserve Bank allegedly intended to prohibit regular individuals from buying XRP because of a possible collaboration with Ripple Labs that would restrict XRP's use to moving money across the federal government and to other organizations that handle international payments. This shows that organizations and corporations, both at home and abroad, are making efforts to make it easier to send and receive money in the United States. Many believe this will be sufficient to increase the value of XRP from its current. XRP's price is expected to soar from its present level of over $13.59 to over $2,948.34 in the next 48 hours. This price increase is anticipated to occur in tandem with Ripple's long-rumored U.S. initial public offering, IPO, and the actual integration of XRP by U.S. banks with the Federal Reserve, set at $10.00 due to the fact that the U.S. backs that amount and the dollar serves as the world's reserve currency. Of course, before we get started, we wanted to let you know that we've teamed up with Uphold to give all viewers $100, 0 cents, to spend on XRP. You can take advantage of this limited time offer without spending a dime. Instead of commenting, please use the like button and then subscribe. No more rules though. Subsequently acquire Uphold by clicking the link provided in the description. A single dime will get you anything in the world. You can start with 1 cent of XRP and get up to $100, 0 cents. With that money, you can buy more XRP and get your tasty bonus of, I think you should seize this chance because it's your sole chance to gain more money and XRP quickly and for free. $100 might be yours in as little as 5 minutes. Come back to the movie right away. It's part of a scheme to replace the present banking system. The text below will contain the links. A part of the U.S. Federal Reserve strategy to take control of Ripple and XRP through the RippleNet system is to make it illegal for regular people to buy XRP. Things have gone so bad that President Trump said the Federal Reserve would be utilizing XRP, the most famous American coin right now, as part of a cryptocurrency reserve just a few days ago, is going to utilize American creditors like Bitcoin and XRP. In addition, he said that without agreement, U.S. President Trump will replace Jeremy Powell as head of the Federal Reserve. There's a lot more to talk about now that Paul Atkins is the new chairman of the SEC, but I'll play you this video now. He is a very bullish person who owns XRP and openly promotes cryptocurrencies. The U.S. government also openly supports cryptocurrencies. Paul Atkins' biography can be found here. Paul Atkins made multiple mentions of XRP with an emphasis on its U.S. value and its potential for payment use. A major change. Cryptophile Gary Gensler has a strong dislike for XRP, is now taking over the cases filed against XRP. This individual has been an XRP supporter from the start, even before he was the head of the SEC. because, as many experts and analysts like Patrick B. have demonstrated, XRP is anticipated to acquire funding of more than $1.25 to $2.5 quadrillion during the next 12 to 24 months. This situation is only going to develop worse. Not just Davidson, a famous multi-billionaire who owns various venture capital firms, has said that he thinks a lot of money will go into the XRP ledger and XRP itself, which will send its value soaring by thousands of dollars. Anyone can watch this video clip, and we're going to play it for you right now. This is merely the first thing you need to do is like this video right now if you're an XRP owner. Then scroll down to the bottom and add a comment saying XRP in the description. You can spend the up to $1,000, 0 cents you receive, to buy even more XRP. There is a ton more material that we can show you. Your support for the film and XRP is evident. Let's give that some thought. As we move forward, it is important to remember that the U.S. government has officially said that XRP and other cryptocurrencies will not be subject to taxes anymore. The U.S. works with Ripple and other groups, and several U.S. institutions have agreements to accept XRP from Ripple. Bank of America is the first to do this. They've authorized the use of XRP for Wells Fargo, one of the biggest payment institutions in the U.S., has also made a purchase. They legally allow all XRP payments to be utilized for loan and credit card payments. Moreover, many leaked reports spanning J.P. Morgan's first public filings reveal that the bank holds more, over 7.5% of its fortune in XRP. So further sources indicate that they made the purchase on September 16, 2016, after announcing that XRP would be accepted as payment for bank loans. An ex-employee then offered some advice predicting that in 3 to 4 months, XRP will be worth $7.00 to $10.00. Here we're not talking about Bitcoin or the US dollar, but rather XRP, instead of valued at $7.50 to $10.00, a considerable amount when all things are considered, yet it is well justified. The U.S. government has authorized the purchase and use of XRP by government organizations, and the U.S. Federal Reserve is transitioning to using it. And not only that, but XRP digital money and the XRP ledger can be used to back up financial activities in the U.S. and abroad. Also, it's easy to lose sight of just how massive that is. The $1, 0 cents, 25 quadrillion won't even scratch the surface of all that needs doing, as the United States is seeking to fully incorporate XRP into their payment system, Federal Reserve and World Economic Forum, which is why the price of XRP is in the tens of thousands of dollars. They're using the XRP ledger. Among the most important partners of Ripple Labs and the XRP